I'm here at Black Iron Grill in Rockport, Missouri, and I'm going to attempt the 77-ounce Big Ass Steak Challenge here on this week's Diner in the Rough. We are in Rockport, Missouri, which as of 2008 claimed to be the first community and only community in the United States to be completely powered by wind power. Today we take you just off I-29 to Black Iron Grill Steakhouse and Saloon, owned by Rick and Kim DeBoer. Opening its doors in 2007, this is a place that boasts a variety of fresh ground hamburgers, steaks, chicken, and more, and has live music every Saturday night. I got a chance to sit down with Rick, the owner, and talk about why he opened up the Black Iron Grill and what the menu is modeled after. I'm here with Rick, owner of the Black Iron Grill Steakhouse and Saloon. Thanks for talking to me, Rick. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Not a problem. Now, you guys obviously are known for your steak. I'm here to eat your big 5-pounder. But what else do you guys make?
We've got all sorts of hand-cut steaks, chicken, burgers. Burgers are the best around. The burgers are ground fresh daily, none of that frozen stuff. Again, chicken, spaghetti, all sorts of pasta dishes, just about anything you could imagine a steakhouse or a bar and grill would have.
Now, where do you get your guys' beef at?
The beef comes from a local butcher, Roger Pennell. He's been a good friend of mine, instrumental in us actually opening the place. Used to be Arnell's Country Fresh Meats. He now has the Food Country grocery store in town. He hand cuts the meat, delivers it daily. Meat's delivered fresh daily. It's always fresh, never frozen. Choice Plus, mostly prime grades. Some Choice Plus on the lower cuts. It's fresh every day, never frozen. Best steak you'll get within 1,000 miles of here.
That's awesome, and I'm definitely going to have to test you on that. Now, how long have you owned the Black Iron Grill?
We, well, probably in August of 2005, we started talking about this, and my wife told me one day, I was always kind of a backyard chef, she said, you either need to shut up about your steakhouse or do something about it. So I hired a company that it was a consulting firm, and they thought my concept would work, so then we tried to get some financing, and we purchased the 2 acres of land we're sitting on, and in June of �07, we broke ground. In December of '07, we opened the doors. So
wow, that's pretty quick.
We're in our 4th year now.
Do you did you get a lot of? I know obviously the local response has been pretty positive, but have you got a lot of people from out of town to visit the steakhouse?
We draw from 30-40 mile radius. We do get some people from Maryville. We pull from Shenandoah, Iowa, which is about 35 miles from here. Nebraska City, Auburn, Fall City. It's a 30-40 mile radius is really what we consider our locals, and then we've got the interstate traffic. We've built up a pretty good customer base of people that travel between Omaha and Kansas City or travel this route. They always try to make this a stopping point. So we've got a pretty good customer base built up from all over now.
What kind of goes into? I mean, you guys, how did you come up with the idea for the 5-pound steak, and then how many people have finished it even?
Well, when we decided to build this place, we took several of our favorite restaurants and kind of rolled them all into one. One of my favorite places is the Big Texan in Amarillo, Texas. They've got a 72-ounce steak. Well, everything's bigger in Texas, so we decided we'd have a 77-ounce steak, and that just happens to be the year I graduated from high school. So we decided a 77-ounce steak. But we took a lot of ideas from a lot of different restaurants. My wife's from California. There's ideas from some California restaurants. We've got a California burger that was from one of her favorite places out there. Hardly anything original in here. We've stole almost every idea we've got.
Well, you know, if you can get it all in one place, more power to you. Now, Rick, I noticed that there's a stage right behind you here. How often do you have local bands and stuff come in?
Live music every Saturday night. We pull our bands from Omaha, Kansas City, Lincoln area. We've been doing this for 4 years now, and we're starting to get some really good popular bands. They play mostly their own original music. Just depends. We like rock music. We're kind of in a country area, but it seems like rock music brings in the young fellas such as yourselves. That and the bartenders. We've probably got some of the most attractive bartenders, probably within a 4-state area.
Well, that's always a good claim to have, especially when you're trying to draw in a young crowd.
Exactly. We're quite proud of the people that work here. Some of them we've known for quite some time, and others we've only known for a short time, but it didn't take long, and they all became like family to us, and this is kind of like a small little family for us.
Now, how big is the wait staff that you employ here?
We've got 38 people on staff right now, and we're starting to ramp up for the summer business. My wife hired 2 more the other day. We're going to probably hire 5 or 6 more. In the summertime, we'll have almost 50 employees.
So why don't we go ahead and start cooking on that steak, because it's going to take a while, and I'm getting kind of hungry.
Awesome.
Let's go back in the...
All right.
Check it out. Coming up, I step back into the kitchen to see how my challenge is put together. I take a look at some of the interesting decor at the restaurant, and I begin my 77-ounce big-ass steak challenge. All this and more on Diner in the Rough. We are just off I-29 at the Black Iron Grill Steakhouse and Saloon in Rockport, Missouri. Famous for its delicious choice of meats, it also boasts live entertainment every Saturday. Like Rick said, this is the stage where bands come every Saturday night to play live. He's starting to get a lot of big names, and if you actually look up here, you'll see all the bands have signed their name on the wall. I look forward to coming back and seeing this entire wall filled up, but that might take a couple of years. Something to check out while you're here is the interesting decor on the walls, some of which even hangs from the ceiling. Now, Rick was telling me they have a lot of motorcycles around the ceilings, and you can kind of see them when you come in. He actually bought this Honda brand new in 1972 and has had it ever since. Still licensed, can still drive. He also has a Harley Davidson, and one of the small ones that was very few of them were made, and he was given that by a Harley Davidson dealer. There's another one right over there that a man from St. Joe gave him. They used to have 5, they only have 3 now. So many people like his motorcycles, they've been trying to buy them off the ceiling, and they've been pretty successful so far. Earlier in the episode, I sat down with Rick, the owner. Now I'm headed back into the kitchen to check out the 77-ounce monster steak and see how my challenge is prepared. Holy crap. This is my nightmare. It takes the cook about 40 minutes to prepare, seeing as it's a whopping 5 pounds. In addition to the steak, they prepare a shrimp cocktail, a baked potato, a house salad, and a dinner roll. That's a total of about 6 pounds of food, guys. This is not for the faint of heart. Melinda, a Northwest Public Relations major, brought me out my food as I began the meal. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of steak, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy fork and thy knife, they comfort me. Amen. Okay, the rules are as follows. I can stand up from the table, but I can't leave it. I can't give the food to anybody else. I can't use the restroom. I can cut it up before I eat it a little bit before they start the timer, so that is a little bit of an advantage. But I have to finish this, the baked potato, the roll, the shrimp cocktail, the salad, all within the next hour. Now, I hear the record right now is right around 20 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to beat that, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so I've been afforded some time to cut up the first half of the steak, and that took me quite a bit of time just in and of itself. I had to get a separate plate just for all the pieces. Now, I think I'm about ready to start this challenge. Rick, you wanna start the timer?
Start the timer. 60 minutes.
60 minutes. Kids, do not try this at home. Come to this restaurant and try it. Fantastic.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a few bites into the 77-ounce steak challenge, and it's a delicious steak. So I think the next hour is going to be a lot smoother than I originally anticipated. But I say that now. We'll have to check in here in a couple minutes and find out how I'm feeling. With this bite, I start the second half of the Big Ass Steak Challenge. I'll see you at the finish line. This is the face of defeat. That was good through every bite, but I just cannot put any more in my mouth. 3 pounds into the 6 pound challenge. Hats off to the people that have done it. And hats off to Rick for just running a tight ship and having an awesome challenge. Black Iron Grill is a hearty example of Midwestern food at its finest. The dishes are prepared to perfection, and the atmosphere reflects the personality of the owner and of the food. I recommend this place to anyone, and if you feel hungry enough, I dare you to try the 77-ounce Steak Challenge. If you want to watch previous episodes, you can check them out at YouTube. And if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at knwt@nwmissouri.edu. Rick, thanks a lot for having me in, man. This is a great place for a season finale.
Oh, thank you. You did an awesome job.
Well, this is great food and one of the most intimidating meals I've ever eaten, but it was delicious, and I'll definitely be back again.
Good, good. Hope to see you again.
Have a good day, Rick.
Thank you. Be careful.